Hello, this is John from caveofprogramming.com, and in this tutorial we're going to look at passing data to an activity using an intent. So we've already seen how to start an activity using an intent, and for example here I've got this application, and if I click the right points here it starts, actually that was the wrong points. If I click the right points, it starts another activity, and this is my main activity, and if I click this lock button here it will go back to this activity. So we're starting one activity from another, and I've also implemented this options menu here, and if I click this again it goes back to this image activity, and the code that does that is this little thing here. So this is the item selected method for my options menu, and when I hit password passpoints reset, it just creates this intent and uses it to start this image activity. Now what I want to do is, you see that I've got several different, or at least a couple of different places now where I start my image activity from my main activity, and I want to tell the image activity in this case that if I start it here that it should reset the password, and to do that I'm going to have to send some data to my image activity to let it know that it shouldn't just lock the screen by displaying the image. It actually needs to do something different. So I'm going to pass some data with this intent to my image activity, which the image activity can then get hold of and do something with. And it's really just going to be actually like a flag to the image activity to tell it to do something. So we'll look here at the simplest possible case of passing data to a activity, but you'll easily see how to use this for more complex cases. And the intent class actually has a method called putExtra, putExtras. So if I do i.putExtra, yeah, putExtra, there it is, and you can see that there's a whole bunch of putExtra methods here, and they all basically they all have a string name, which is kind of an ID, a key that identifies the bit of data you're passing, and then there's different overridden methods for passing different kinds and different types of data. So here I just want to pass a boolean, so I'm just going to use this one here. Now for the key, I can just type a string here if I want, but I'll define here a public static final string, let's say reset, let's give it the name reset passpoints, and I'll give it the string reset passpoints as well. Let's say reset passpoints. So this isn't really necessary, but we're just making sure that we use the same string in both activities by using this constant here. So let's go back here, and now so the name for this, the key for this value, I'm going to use this string that I just defined, reset passpoints, and the value I'll just set to true, and that's all I want to do here. I just want to purely pass a little flag to say to the image activity, yes, you need to reset, let the user reset the passpoints here. Now to receive this at the other end is almost as simple as this. So I'll go to my image activity, which is the activity I'm starting, and here's my onCreate method, and what I'll do is, so this is the bit where it's actually deciding what to do, whether to allow the user to set the passpoints or to just allow them to enter them. So before that I just want to get that data and see if we need to do something different. And there's a method called getIntent, and that will get the intent that started this activity. And I'm going to say getIntent.get extras, which returns a thing called a bundle. So let's say here bundle extras equals, and bundle is just like a bundle of data stored by keys. So if you haven't done put extra when you started the intent, or let's say that this activity was started by an intent that was just from the phone, we didn't actually send an intent ourselves, then this extras will be null. So get intent will never return null, but get extras could certainly return null if you haven't done put extra. So let's check here. We'll say if extras is not equal to null, and then I can say let's say boolean reset pass points equals, and now I can just do extras dot get boolean of course, because I passed a boolean here using the boolean version of put extra. And if you passed an integer, you know it's going to be get integer or whatever, get int, I don't know. So here I'll use the key that I predefine here. It's the key that I passed in here, of course, and we'll say main activity dot reset pass points. There's my key. And finally, of course, I can say, and this is just specific to this application, I just say if reset pass points, reset the pass points here. So it's very simple. Just do put extra, and then here get your bundle using getIntent.getExtras, and then use an appropriate method to get the particular extra with the particular key that you use to pass in that extra bit of data. Now the next stuff to actually make this work is just standard Java specific to this application. There's no new Android concepts here. We've gone over everything before. So I'll do this outside this video, and again, if you're following along, typing this as you go along, then here's a chance to kind of practice your Java if you like. And so that's it for this tutorial, and until next time, happy coding.